So hello and welcome to my backyard where I keep chickens. I thought I would introduce you to some of my chickens and some of my favorite breeds, and I also thought I would give you some chicken facts that are interesting. We're looking at a rooster. He kind of leads the pack and looks out for all the hens that are roaming around through these woods on my property. He's a rose-comb Minorcan. So there's some cool facts here. Why do you want chickens in the first place, and what are some of the benefits that you might have? You hear terms like dual-purpose fowl. Well, these are Gallus domesticus. They originate from the jungle fowl, Gallus gallus. I knew you wanted to know that. But the chicken closest to me, if you've got grandchildren or people that want to pick up and carry around and interact with their chickens, those buff Orpingtons are fantastic. They're called dual purpose because that means they lay eggs, but if you really needed to, they're also a meat bird. These are hens. Barred Plymouth rocks here in the foreground now, and they're fantastic scavengers and foragers. In the background we have the Minorcans again. Those are hens with the rooster in the background. They're omnivorous. They even eat little pebbles, bugs, worms, grubs, everything, whatever they come across. So they are constantly eating. And of course they eat grasses and other greens. That's why you get the best nutrition in eggs that you can find anywhere. These birds find more diverse forage than you could ever hope to put into any commercial food or ration or table scraps. And you may be wondering this too. What color egg shells do they produce? Well, you know what? Look at their earlobes. See that barred Plymouth rock? See the earlobe behind her eye there? It's red. Brown shelled eggs. The other thing is the Minorcans. They have white earlobes. Those are the black birds in the background there. White shelled eggs. Now this is true for most of the breeds of chickens, but you have others. People call them Easter eggers. They're Americanas here, derived from the Araucanas. So they produce the blue and the other sometimes just dark colored eggshells. And the thing is, the barred Plymouth rock is a pretty good free-ranging bird. They're nice and heavy. They lay about 200 eggs per hen per year, and they start egg laying when they're about 5 months old. So we've kept chickens here since the turn of the century. I also think that one of the reasons we have so few small hive beetles and pests like that go after my honeybees is largely because we have flocks of birds roaming around, scavenging everything that's within the reach of their beaks. You won't even see a spider web near the ground. That's right, they eat spiders. They eat small snakes too. They'll even dig out and eat, I know, baby mice, baby voles, if they can get a hold of it and they can swallow it. And it is impressive sometimes what they can swallow. I also mentioned that they eat pebbles. Why would they do that? Well, because chickens don't have teeth, they can't chew. So the first things that they're going to eat, worms, bugs, grubs, what they're digging under the leaves here, it's going to go to their crop. Sometimes you'll see a chicken have a bulge right in the front, right on its chest, and that's the crop. So what they eat goes there first, but then it goes to a very... Sorry about that, rooster. They go right into the gizzard, and that's where the little bits of gravel are, and they grind up their food in the gizzard with the bits of gravel. Then a chicken will produce its eggs, and it only lays an egg during daylight hours. So when the sun rises, that's when most of the eggs are produced because they've been sleeping all night in the dark. Now you could artificially push your chickens. That's something I don't do. But if you really needed eggs every 25th hour, you would have 24-hour illumination, just like the big battery operations do. But we let them do what they want, and the days get shorter in winter, which means egg production drops off. Chickens lay eggs for about 18 straight months, starting at their 5th or 6th month of growth and development for hens. And then at that 18th month, what do you think happens? Well, they start to cycle out their feathers. That's called the molt. And when they shed their feathers and produce new ones, they stop laying eggs. They can also stop laying eggs because it's just plain too cold. And you'll notice if you look at the comb on the top of their head, none of these are frostbitten. None of their chicken coops are heated. They're just protected. They're sheltered from wind and drafts. And here in the northeastern United States, we want a chicken coop to have 4 square feet of floor space per bird. Because let's face it, with the bad weather, long winters, storms, things like that, they're cooped up a lot. So that's kind of how you figure the population capacity of your chicken coop. We also keep our chicken coops well off the ground, and that's so that no mice or rats or any other rodents can move in under them. It also provides shelter. The birds can run under an elevated chicken coop and get away from a sudden rainstorm or something like that. So dual-purpose chickens, this buff Orpington right here, my grandchildren can come up and pick her up and carry her around and have a lot of fun getting to know their birds. The Minorcans, the black ones in the back, are the best foraging chickens I've ever owned. And that means that your feed rations are reduced. So, think about chickens in your own backyard. I hope you enjoyed this short video and benefited from some of the information. Thanks for watching.